Welcome to Boston University Hockey as the Terriers of Boston University get ready for the second of their two-game Hockey East weekend series with the Vermont Catamounts. Out of Moscow, got the goal that tied the game. Now a centering pass and a glove save. Finds Zabanet. Zabanet wheels over the line, drops it off far side. Carabas with a goal. Ryan Carabas back in the lineup and back on the score sheet as he beats Carrier back the other way to the glove side. And just like that, the Terriers have a 1-0 lead.
Well, we just talked about the transition game of the Terriers going from defense to offense, and there was a perfect example of it. Worked the puck up real well, got it to Carabas on the sidewall. We talked, Coach O'Connell preached better shots, more pucks to the net. There's Exhibit A, and it's 1-0.
Here comes Cockrell. The line left side. Cockrell was met with some resistance. Cockrell centers one. Gallagher holds it. Gallagher holds it, sends it in front of the goal. The Terriers take a 2-0 lead. Ethan Phillips.
Well, it started with speed through the neutral zone, Bernie. Cockrell got the puck into the offensive zone. They worked the puck around a little bit. It seemed to me that Gallagher held that puck, I thought, almost a little too long, but it allowed time to get some other Terriers into the play. As we watch here, Cockrell just uses his speed, blowing by him. Gets it in deep. Gallagher holds it, gets it out front. Ethan Phillips just standing right there with a wide open net. You could have scored that one, Bernie.
And sorry, up ahead now, Brown.
There you go, beat him.
Lay it ahead to Master Simone. He's got a step. Master Simone's in alone to the backhand.
No, yes.
Yes, goal.
Ref waved it off and said goal.
Yes, just did slide over the line. Hesitation for a moment, but Master Simone has given the Terriers a 3-0 lead on a solo effort.
Well, what did we say, Bernie? As soon as you got a 2-0 lead, UVM was going to take chances offensively. I kept waiting for breakaways. There it was. As soon as they tried to involve their weak side D in the play, the speed of the Terriers just took advantage and took off. Little one-on-one battle there. Master Simone just blew him away.
Just jabbed it away. But the Terriers regroup nicely. Tuck angles his pass to O'Brien. O'Brien now right down central. Phillips and a goal on the wrister up high. Oh, brilliant feed all around there to send Phillips right down central to give the Terriers a 4-0 lead, his second.
And again, starts with the transition game, getting the puck out of their own end. Vermont being a little bit more aggressive as we anticipated that way. And odd man rushes and possible breakaways have been there all night long for the Terriers, especially once they got that 2-goal lead. Perfect puck movement there. Wow, nice job getting that puck right to the net. Phillips never gave the goaltender a chance.
Exactly. Off the shot, off the face-off there, the shot.
Another one.
And a save by Comesso, and another stop there on Bouquet. Cleared back into the Vermont zone. And that is going to do it. The Terriers of Boston University will skate away with a decisive and thorough 60-minute effort, a 4-0 victory
in a 4-point week
over the Vermont Catamounts, and they pick up 4 of a possible 6 in the Hockey East race.
Well, it was a better result, obviously, for us. Getting a shutout was really good. We did a lot of things better tonight. We had a lot more urgency to our game. Our goalie D exchanges that we talked about last night and the breakouts, we were really clean and really helped us get out of our own zone. And it was a tight checking game there for a while in the first. It was really tight, wasn't a lot of space. Vermont gives you a lot of fits. They do a really good job defensively. And we kind of stuck with it. Our physicality was better. Our puck pursuit, our forecheck, our consistency to our game was really good. And we obviously had some guys finish off some plays and some nice goals. First one was just a hard play at the net, net drive. And it's kind of some of the stuff we talked about. I thought, first shift of the game with our leaders out there, they kind of set the tone for the game from a physicality standpoint, and that continued. And if we want to continue to climb as a team, we have to make sure we have that every night. Yeah, we're really pleased with the effort. Nice for Drew to get his first shutout. And, he had to earn it at the end. Usually you can just kind of, walk into it, at the end of a game, but they kept on fighting. They played hard, and we couldn't win a face-off there, and I think they had 4 or 5 chances right off of face-offs. So that's something we're going to have to continue to get better at too. But on balance, 4 or 6 points. Not exactly what we wanted, but it'll be a good Saturday night.
And Coach, you made some changes in the lineup this afternoon, namely the 4th line and then moving Phillips up to the 1st line. So what do you see from those changes in this win?
We thought Philly was playing really well. We thought he could give a little bit of a dynamic skating quality to that line. And he's been really, whatever line he's been on, he's really helped. It got him on the right side with 2 guys that he's played with, a little bit, in preseason, but not a ton. So I think he helped that line. I think Goff helped the other line. So I think it worked out really well. I thought our fourth line was, you could call it our fourth line, but they were one of our best lines tonight. Nick Sabs was all over the place. Carbar obviously had the play to the net to Steve-O. They all factored on the goal. And I thought Tristan played really well, penalty killing and, getting out there and grinding along. He brings a positive energy. It's nice to see both Amontes on the bench. I think Ty gets even more excited when Tristan's out there. So, a little too much beacon from them, but it was a good win. It was a really good team win.
You mentioned after one of the Arizona State games, it was the best game of Ethan Phillips' career, and you also mentioned last night that it was great just skating. How have you seen him develop coming back from injury?
He was awesome tonight. Yeah, I told him, in the locker room after the game, he keeps topping his best game. And when we first recruited him, we thought he'd be a guy that could come in and end up being a difference maker for us. And he's starting to do that, and he's starting to be more consistent. Whereas early on in the year, he was, good one game, okay the other. But he had a tough year last year. He's a guy that's really worked hard to get healthy and to try to stay healthy. He obviously has done a good job of putting weight on and getting his body to the point where he can, take some bumps and some physicality, and he's got a lot more power to him. Shots much improved. But he gets the goal, he gets another because he's got a little confidence. I think he's been married to the crossbar and the pipe a couple games now, but hopefully he can continue to grow that confidence because he could be a really dangerous weapon on our team. He was the best player on the ice tonight, I thought.
And Coach, his first goal of the game, you guys up 2-0 late in the second. I know last night you were kind of talking about if one of those went in to give you a 2-0 lead, it could be a different game. So how important was that turning point this afternoon?
That was a big point because we had that power play, and it was kind of continuation right after the power play. So the first half of the power play was not very good, and then Logan picked up the puck off the rush, kind of stumbled and made a play from his knees, which was not easy to do. And then Galley he's just got like ice water in his veins, boys, so he's kind of just held and then threw it around the goalie, and the goalie really didn't have a chance. It was an open net. And that was obviously to Ethan, who went to the net and stopped. So that was a huge goal.
Take one more, do you have it?
The short week before UMass, how do you recover from that?
I think we just got to get some rest. We'll probably have a short practice and get back at it, watch some video, and right now it's about recovery and getting ready. They played a couple games too, so I'm hoping their games were hard games. So because ours were pretty hard fought games. So I think with the D, I think our D played a decent amount of minutes. So we're gonna have to really make sure they get some rest, and we'll talk to the strength coach and talk to the trainers after and see kind of what we're looking at for bodies. You never know until after the game. So probably just have one practice and then get going. So it's kind of fun to play more games. So hopefully we have a good result out there. We did the last time we were out there.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's obviously great getting a shutout. And I feel like the last few weekends we've been really close, but at the same time it's a team effort, and I'm never really too mad if I let one in at the end. Shutout's nice, but I really care about getting the win, and we've been getting a lot of wins. So as long as we get those points at the end of the day, I'm happy.
Drew, you've been working with Coach Secor. This is his first season here with BU. What have you been working on with him, and what are some things that he's trying to emphasize to you?
Yeah, he's been awesome. He's so good. Really, anything I need, he's always there for me. He's always doing extra video, whether it be late at night or early in the morning. He's helped my game so much, and I owe so much of my success to him. And I'll keep working with him and have a great relationship with him moving forward.
Last night, O'Connell said the communication between you and the defenseman was a little bit off. How did you feel that changed tonight?
Yeah, it was definitely off last night, and I expect so much of our D. I really think we have the best D corps in the country, and we met after the game, and we kind of just told ourselves that we all need to be better, and they obviously were tonight. They were great in front of me, and it was really great to see them bounce back.
Drew, just looking forward to the Olympics, have you had the chance to talk to anybody on the coaching staff or anybody you're going to be playing with?
Yeah, I have. David Quinn called me a few days ago. It was really nice to talk to him, and I have a lot of friends that are on the team as well. So I'm looking forward to playing with them again and meeting a lot of new guys that have some more experience or are older than me, and then playing with some of the guys that I grew up with playing.
You've seen a couple. Well, you had Matt Brown had that great shootout goal in practice, and then Matt Simone with the backhand toe drag today. What was that like from your perspective, seeing these goals?
We have no shortage of skill on our roster, that's for sure. Yeah, Brownie's, that move was obviously crazy. And Mastro always has stuff up his sleeve. But it's not really just them too. It's everyone in that locker room can score. Everyone's so gifted and so skilled. But those guys just happen to put on display this weekend.
Anything else for Drew? Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
With the time I spent out, I had a lot of time to think about the type of player I want to be when I came back, and playing to my strengths, using my skating, and if I can bring that every night, I think that's the biggest part of my game.
Ethan, last couple weekends you've been playing in different spots in the lineup with different players. Just how are you able to do that, like with the chemistry in the locker room? Is it pretty easy to bounce between different lines?
Definitely. We've changed the lines up a lot this year, so as much as it feels weird to play with a different guy every night, you've practiced with him, you've played with him before, so it comes back pretty quickly.
Ethan, you mentioned your skating being a big part of your game. Just wondering, what away from the game weeks, what do you tend to work on? Like, what areas of your game do you really want to focus on? What type of player you want to be?
Something I've really been focusing on lately is just trying to be a shot first player and putting the puck towards the net, make it tough on the defensemen and goalies, and that'll give chances for my line mates as well.
And also, you had a highlight reel goal by Matt Simone there. I was wondering, what was the reaction on the bench? Pretty high skill play there from him there.
Definitely. We see that a lot in practice, and him and I were roommates. We play a lot of NHL together on the Xbox, so he's always trying crazy stuff like that online, so it's no surprise to see it in real life.
Who's better at shot?
Probably him. He's played a lot more than I have.
And you guys had over 40 shots last night, but 4 goals. So what do you think was the biggest change, maybe just in the quality of chances you were finding?
Definitely. I think the quality of chances were a lot better. Last night, I think we were a little perimeter, and we weren't getting to the net. Tonight, we had bodies at the net. First goal, Sam Stevens driving the net. My goal, I'm parked in front. And it's just things like that of, following the game plan. That's what we want to do every night, is make it hard around the net, both our net and their net.
How special was it to score with your family in town?
Yeah, definitely. For them to see me score in person for the first time at BU, definitely exciting for them, and really happy they could see it.
Ethan, quick turnaround for you guys at UMass on Tuesday. How are you going to approach these next couple days in preparation for that game?
I think we definitely got to use the rest that we get tomorrow, and then I'm not sure about the schedule, but Monday I'm sure we'll be in at the rink. We'll do some video, and we'll be getting prepped ready for them.
Anything else?
I guess just the team's reaction to Drew getting a shutout, and a long time coming. So what was the bench reaction?
Definitely, I think he deserves it. He's played a lot of great games for us, and I think it's a little overdue. Everybody's happy for him, and I think it's the right time for him to get hot before he heads out to Beijing.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ethan.
Thank you.